Hey there guys, this is Robin Hood bringing you a 2 versus 2 that I played with IndyPride in Shogun 2 Total War, the vanilla version, not Fall of the Samurai. This is going to be against Applejack and Relo 86 on the Kanto Plains, and if you haven't noticed, the map is white. That means this is going to be a snowy battle. I believe this one was actually snow and nighttime. This is an old replay, fought like what, maybe 2.5 months ago now. But I remembered it being a cool one. And yes, is nighttime. Have any of you guys noticed? It's very bright. Let me get a look at the moon. Yeah, they really brightened up the nighttime battles from what they were at the beginning of the game. It used to be really, really dark. If I look at some of my old replays and such, you know. I don't really like that. I mean, it's cool, but it doesn't really feel all that nighttime-ish. It used to be a lot darker, which was more interesting, but we'll get to the battle here. So I have two bow warrior monks, well, one and a daikyo samurai. Both have 200 range, though. Very nice units behind them. Two naginata attendants, and I believe I have maybe 4 of those. Yeah, 4 of them. Make that 5. Here I've got a Naginata Warrior Monk and a Matchlock Warrior Monk. And they are kind of conjoined right there, but the Warrior Monk is going to be backing up that Matchlock, who also has extended range. And then for my core, I believe, let's see, 2 Nodachis, 2 Katana Samurai, and that is it, aside from my general. And what is this? 3 Yari Cavalry? Yep. And then Indy here has quite a few things. Oh, I've got to catch this. So check this out. This guy had these Hanzo's Shadows, Applejack here, and he threw his bombs, and I actually saw the guys when it said the hidden units, and I got my matchlocks out of there when they were standing right here with only 3 losses, and then we're going to go in and do some damage to these shadows here. So that was a pretty quick surprise right at the beginning. Those are a very decent unit, and here comes some Wako Raiders as well. And I believe my matchlocks are just going to shoot the crap out of these guys as they attack. And way off in the distance, Indy is having a cavalry skirmish, and then I'm sending forward a Nodachi Samurai to finish these guys off. So the matchlock fire combined with this is going to make short work of these Wako Raiders. You can see them just getting run through in various areas, and people just getting brutally stabbed. Yeah. That's pretty bad. This guy is somehow... I don't even think a person has that much blood just spewing out of his neck. Oh well. But yeah, that's the end of that. Dealt with them. And over here, Indy had a cavalry skirmish. I can't exactly... I believe he won. Although it looks like there are some spears here, which is why he had to run away. And this guy does have a little bit more cavalry. That's his bodyguard there. But my opponent here, he brought a ton of bow samurai. Looks like 5 of them. He has some infantry here. And he has a few more than that. I forget exactly where they are. They might have been in the woods over here. And then he's got this, are these bow... Yep, the Bow Hero Cavalry. I can't pronounce it, but from the last DLC for Shogun, and he's also got one of the elite Yari Cavalry type units. Look at the blades on those things. That is crazy. Later on, I make the mistake of charging these guys thinking I can run them over, but it is not so. Yeah, they are a very elite unit, and then he's got one regular fire cavalry over here. And right here, I have really, I don't know how much damage these guys could have done. I mean, they did in their first volley, almost every single one of them scored a hit. So I am going to try to shoot down some of these cavalry here, because at this point in time, they are a very deadly unit. But later on in the battle, I continue shooting them even when they are at like, what, 6 troops maybe, at the point where they don't really do that much damage. But right here, I do get a Yari cavalry charge into them, and I'm going to kill a few of them, not a ton. I'm going to back off because this cavalry is coming, and some spears. And then as I go into the woods, I am going to kind of hit these Henzo's shadows once again. But I'm going to run away again. I didn't mean to hit them. I killed pretty much none of them in that. Brought down one of my men. So, yeah, my cavalry is going to retreat. And then I believe this is where I make the mistake of charging these guys. They are going to cut through me. So we'll watch some of this combat as these guys lose pretty much no one and just shred my Yari cavalry unit. There they are, fighting away. That guy got another kill there. And they are still at pretty much full strength. Only lost 4 men. And my cav is now down to 17 from, what, 40? 60. So that wasn't that good for me, but while that was going on, I moved up my matchlocks, and that is going to end this unit here. So over on this flank, you can see Indy is just skirmishing away. There was a lot of skirmishing this battle. His army is basically right here. He's got, looks like a monk corps. Yep, definitely monk corps. And his opponent has some decent katana samurai, and then Yari samurai, and then some hero units somewhere. Can't find them at the moment, but he has 2 of the hero units. Oh, here's one of them. Sagan's swordsmen, very elite Nodachi unit there. But basically, right here at this point, I have switched my target to these bow samurai, and my 2 bow units, having the extended range, are going to shred them. There's nothing they can really do about that. And then I am going to start firing at the next unit, obviously, just trying to whittle these guys down. I can charge this, no problem. But since I have the better bows, I'm going to go ahead and use them and whittle it down some. Although right here I moved a bit too far forward. And I'm going to get a shot fired on me, so you can see some flaming daikos going down. But right here, these guys move back up. And I'm going to start shooting at them again. Whether it was smart or not, I don't know. And look at this. This is kind of... They have such a fast shot, but I find it really unrealistic how they actually program that in. You know, the fast reload speed on the monks and stuff, it looks good. They hold back their bow and then fire. These guys just kind of like, it looks like they're not even aiming. They just, up, shot an arrow. But yeah, they do their job well. But in a second here, one of these guys is going to take a volley and get domed. I mean, it was crazy. The arrow went right through his head, if I remember. Because for some reason I was watching this, and there... That's not him, I don't think. That might have been. There he is. Ha! That guy just got shot right in the face. And then some more guys go down. So at this point, I stopped shooting at them after this incoming volley. Just because... There's 3 of them. They're not going to hurt me that badly. So I'm going to start shooting at these bows again. And just giving you close-ups because there's not a lot going on except for I have a flanking force now. My matchlocks, the Naginata Warrior Monk, Naginata Attendant, and my cavalry. Moving in on the flank here. And in a second, here you can see my Naginata Attendants moving forward, and the rest of my army is going to come with them. So we are going forward. We're going to attack now. Because at this point, the skirmish was getting kind of boring. As you can see, my 2 bows have now wrecked another unit of bow samurai. And they could have kept going. They still had ammo. Still had ammo, and I believe they are going to keep going. But look at that. This guy makes the mistake of shooting all of these bow units at this attendant unit when the real meat is right here. No dachis. Almost no armor. So... that was just one mistake on his part. He does have a Yariashigaru spear wall here, but I've got a bonsai charge to cut through that. So there goes bonsai, and my men are going to run in and just cut through this. And check this out. This guy moves his general into range of my matchlocks, and one volley, and no longer any of them exist. So that didn't work that well for him, and you can see, you know, once I actually got into combat here, this guy, he was done. He just had his bows, those few spear units, and my men are just going to cut through these guys like butter. And then over here, he's going to charge his last cavalry unit into my spears and a bulletproof samurai. I'm going to swing my cavalry around. One of them actually did, and hammer and anvil. These guys here did that, and that's the end of them. And over here, just wrapping up the slaughter. And then in the back, Indy is fighting down here against this guy's army. It looks like right now the combat's pretty even. He's got some units coming around the flank though, and my cavalry is going to come and join in, because that is what they like to do. So here they come. And you can see this guy's general is about to rout due to a war cry and heavy casualties, and there he goes. So now this player has lost his general support. My army's coming in just a massive blob. There's not really much else they can do. And here comes my cavalry, and then some of Indy's cav, I believe. Yeah, one of his avatar, and my two remaining Yari cavalry to sandwich these guys. And it's just these elite, these Saigon swordsmen, I believe they were called, right here left. You can see this guy surrounded, cutting down men. Valiant last stand, but he's going to get stabbed in the back. That's not fun. And they are going to go down. So these last two men fighting bravely to the last, but it is not going to work for them, and there they go. So good game to both of our opponents. A little bit longer battle. And that's that. We'll take a look at the statistics screen. It was just a cool setting. Snowy nighttime. If only the nighttime was a little bit darker like it used to be. Do any of you guys remember, I forget exactly what it was called, but before Shogun came out, they showed replay number 1 or whatever. It was a trailer. And it was raining, you know, him versus the AI, one of the makers. And it was nighttime, and everything, it looked like they were in a hurricane. Everything was way more intense, so I don't know why they got rid of that. That would have been cool. The really dark nighttime, the lightning and thunder everywhere. That was pretty great. But here you can see the statistics from that battle. I killed 981, Indy 1068, and they each killed around 440. So that's that. Hope you guys enjoyed that battle, and I will see you all next time with more. Thank you for watching.